Hello everyone. Okay, so welcome back to your science class. Uh, in the previous class, we had a discussion about organs and organ systems, right? So organs are a part of our body that does a particular function, and a group of organs, when they work together, they make an organ system. Okay, so there are a number of organ systems in our body that help our body to function properly. Today we are going to learn about two of such organ systems. Okay, so let's dive deeper into that. So the first organ system that we'll learn about is the digestive system. I think all of you clearly know what is this system about. It's very simple. This organ system, as the name suggests, digestive system, it helps to digest our food. Okay, you have learned it from grade 1 that we need energy to do anything, whether you're studying, sitting, watching TV. Even when we are sleeping, our body needs energy to run. Okay, just like a car needs petrol or diesel, in the same way our body also needs energy, and we get this energy from food. But how do we get that energy? This happens with the help of the digestive system. Okay, so there are a number of organs that help this digestive system to function properly. The different organs of the digestive system are mouth, food pipe, the stomach, the small intestine, the large intestine, and the rectum. These 6 organs, they make up the digestive system. The digestive system, the work of digestion starts from the time we put the food in our mouth. First, we put it in our mouth, we chew it with our teeth. This food goes through the food pipe, okay, through the food pipe inside our body. Then it goes to the stomach. Now, our stomach is like a small bag. It's like a small pouch. Okay, it can hold the food. But what it does is, with the help of some special juices, the stomach breaks down that food and turns them into very small pieces. Now, those pieces, that food which has been turned into small pieces, are sent to the small intestine. Okay, the small intestine, what it does is it further breaks down the food and absorbs all the nutrients and the good things that you will find in the food. The small intestine absorbs all the good things that you will find in the food, the nutrients, the minerals that we need, and the energy that we need from food. It will absorb everything, and there will be some part of the food which we cannot digest anymore. So that food, if you look into your content book clearly shows the picture of your digestive system, and it's the same for all human beings. Okay, so the food enters through our mouth. We put the food in our mouth, it goes inside through the food pipe. It's like a pipe over here. Then the food goes to the stomach breaks it down into smaller pieces. Those pieces again go to the small intestine. Okay, these are the intestines over here. Okay, these are the intestines. Now the inside part is the small intestine, and this thick outer part is the large intestine. Now the small intestine, what it does is it's going to absorb all the nutrients that we need from the body, that we need from the food for our body. And then there will be some part of the food which we cannot digest. It goes to the large intestine. Okay, now from the large intestine, it is sent to the rectum. And then when you go to the toilet and when you poop, that is what undigested food is. As the name for I know as kids you have learned to say poop, but then we call it as feces. Okay, so feces that come out is nothing but the undigested food that our body cannot take in. Okay, the leftovers are thrown out of the body. We need to throw out. This is kind of a waste for us, and if we keep it inside our body, we will fall sick. So Just like when you have waste in your house, you're supposed to throw it in the dustbin or in the garbage truck. In the same way, the waste that our body makes, we are supposed to throw them out. So when the undigested food is kept in the large intestine, it goes to the rectum, and through that, when you get the urge, you go to the toilet, and when the feces come out, those feces are nothing but undigested food. And when you go to the toilet, feces have a very bad smell, and the reason for the bad smell is the bacteria that undigested food has. Okay, so this very simple process, but very, very important. Okay, just imagine even if a single organ does not work, whether it's the mouth, food pipe, stomach, or the intestines, it will not help us to gain energy from the food that we are eating, and it will eventually make us sick. So this was digestive system, a number of organs working together to make this digestive system that helps us to digest our food. Okay, so now let's talk about the second organ system, respiratory system. Okay, respiratory system, it comes from the term respiration. Respiration means breathing in and out of air that we do. Okay, respiratory system. If you look into your content book, you will see that this is how the respiratory system of a human being looks like, and it has a number of organs. So the main function of the respiratory system in our body is to help us get oxygen from the air. Oxygen is required by each and every organ in our body. Okay, we cannot live without it. We need oxygen. So how do we get that oxygen? We get it with the help of this respiratory system. So there are a number of organs that make up this system. Okay, it first starts from the nose. We take the air in through our nose. Okay, then we have just like the food pipe, there's something else over here, another pipe which is called the larynx. The air goes through that. It comes to lungs. Lungs are situated over here. Okay, right near chest, and they are like, think of them as two balloons. Okay, when the air goes in, the balloons will inflate, they become big. When the air goes out, they deflate, they become small. Lungs are exactly like that. Okay, every time you are taking in air, so the respiratory system has the nose, the larynx, and the lungs. Okay, so these organs help us to breathe properly. Okay, so every time you're taking in air, we are not only taking in oxygen, we are taking out oxygen and also carbon dioxide along with it. So what happens is that our lungs, they absorb the air that we take in. They just like I told you, they are like two balloons. So as soon as we put in air inside them, they become inflated like this. They absorb the air, and the oxygen is kept inside the body, whereas the remaining the carbon dioxide is sent out through our nose. Okay, that's why we are breathing in and we are also breathing out. Okay, we breathe in, we breathe out. We breathe in to take in air, and our lungs absorbs it, and the air that we do not need, that air is sent out through our nose or mouth again. So we talked about two organ systems that are very important for our body. The digestive system, it helps to digest the food that we eat, and also respiratory system. The respiratory system helps us to breathe. We need oxygen. Each and every organ in our body, it needs oxygen, and that oxygen is absorbed from the air by our lungs. Okay, later in the block you will know that how this oxygen is sent to different parts of our body. Now both these organ systems are very, very important. Even if a single organ fails to work, it will not allow that organ system to work properly. And both of the organ systems are important. If you do not have digestive system, even if you're eating food, your body will not get energy, it will not get the nutrients to live a healthy life. Okay, and respiratory system, if you cannot breathe, you will not get the oxygen that your body needs. Without oxygen, our cells will die, our organs will not work properly. That's why both of these organ systems are very, very important. Okay, even if one fails, it's going to affect the other one. If something happens to the digestive system, it is also going to affect respiratory system. It works like that. So I hope you are clear about the topic. Any doubts, please don't hesitate to let me know. Okay, all the best.